There's a story that refuses to die, a shadow that creeps through history, whispered in chat rooms, debated in social media, and, well, occasionally sneered at in mainstream headlines. It's the Rothschild Freemason theory, and despite decades of evidence debunking it, despite countless historians rolling their eyes, it still thrives in America today. But why? Why does this theory, this strange fusion of secret societies and banking dynasties, still capture the imagination of millions? To understand, we need to travel back to 18th century Europe, the Rothschild family, famed bankers with an empire stretching across continents, and the Freemasons, an enigmatic brotherhood, their symbols etched into buildings, their rituals, deliberately shrouded in secrecy. Two groups, one rich, one mysterious, and over time, two became one in the imagination of conspiracy theorists. But let's pause here, notice the pattern. The theory isn't just about the Rothschilds or Freemasons. It's about power we can't see, yet feel everywhere, the kind of influence that whispers behind the curtains of government, banks, media, even our own lives. Fast forward to today. Why has this particular theory taken root in the United States? Why here, of all places? Part of it is cultural. America is obsessed with the unseen, with secret power, with the idea that democracy is real, but maybe, just maybe, the strings are being pulled by someone else. And here's the fascinating part. Believing in the Rothschild Freemason theory doesn't just satisfy curiosity, it provides a story, a narrative of clarity in a world that feels increasingly chaotic. Someone, or some group, must be in control, people say. It's simple, it's seductive, and it's comforting. Let's get inside the mind of someone who believes, and don't mistake this for ridicule. Understanding is the key. Humans are pattern-seeking creatures. Evolution wired us to find order, even where none exists. Chaos is terrifying. And when we see the Rothschilds' name in headlines, or Masonic symbols on monuments, our brains can't help but connect the dots, even when the dots weren't meant to be connected. And here's another twist: belief in secret powers makes reality feel manageable. If someone is secretly controlling the world, it means the world isn't random. It has structure, it has rules, it has a plan, even if it's terrifying. There's also a historical mechanism at play. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, newspapers and pamphlets in America often printed sensational claims without verification, and the Rothschilds, already foreign, already wealthy, made an easy target. Throw in Freemasonry, a society built on secrecy, and, well, you have the perfect storm, a narrative that is both believable and impossible to completely disprove. And over generations, these stories mutated. They didn't stay in Europe. They traveled across the Atlantic. They embedded themselves in American consciousness, adapted to local fears, and gained new layers with every passing decade. Today, the Rothschild Freemason theory thrives on the internet. A tweet here, a YouTube video there, a TikTok claiming secret symbols in popular culture. What's fascinating is not just that people believe it, it's that people share it. Belief becomes performative, and sharing the story becomes a way to feel smart, awake, part of something hidden, something that the mainstream can't see. And consider this, even when debunked, the theory persists, because debunking feels like an attack to the believer. If someone tells you this is false, it doesn't feel like truth, it feels like censorship, and in a society where freedom of thought is a core value, this only strengthens the conspiracy's allure. The Rothschild Freemason theory isn't just an isolated belief, it's woven into pop culture, movies, video games, music, books, all hinting at shadowy powers pulling the strings, and every time we encounter it in fiction, it reinforces the subconscious idea that the world is being manipulated, somewhere, by someone, just out of sight. It's like a mirror reflecting our anxieties, and in America, where distrust of institutions runs high, the reflection feels uncomfortably real. But let's be clear, this theory, while captivating, has real consequences. It can fuel anti-Semitism, paranoia, and social division. It can distract from the real, observable systems of power that shape our world. Yet, the theory also teaches us something important. About storytelling, about human psychology, about why we crave answers, even when the answers are imaginary. And perhaps the real mystery isn't the Rothschilds or the Freemasons, but why we need mysteries in the first place. Why America, more than most nations, clings to them, debates them, and breathes life into them, decade after decade. So next time you stumble across the Rothschild Freemason theory online, pause. Don't just ask, is it true? Ask instead, why do I want it to be true? Because the answer may tell you more about yourself and the world we live in than any secret society ever could. History isn't just what happened. It's the stories we tell about what happened. And some stories refuse to die.